Hello and welcome. This is your host Yasmin Ehsan and you're watching WELLKNOWNZ News. Here's a special report.
So first of all, many thanks for being here. A warm welcome to this Italian experience that we wanted to have all together. Thanks a lot to my friends that joined us very kindly this evening to share this important moment together. Thanks to Salvatore Ianniello, who's my co-host this evening.
No flash.
Please flash मत कर.
Flash मत मारो भाई.
Flash मत use कर. खाना हाथ में.
फ्लैश बंद करो फ्लैश बंद करो
Flash बंद ही है मेरा. Flash बंद ही है. जो मारो वाला बोलो.
Then let's get out. I'll bring her out in half an hour. I'm sorry.
Flash मारो तो मैंने बोला कि Flash मारो तो मैंने बोला कि नहीं. ये Flash मारो तो.
इकडे मारते तो
Flash मारो तो नहीं मिला. जिसको इन लोग मार तो मैंने मारा ही नहीं यार. जो मार रहा है उसको बोला ही नहीं.
Italian embassy in Delhi, and then ENIT, which is the Italian State Tourist Board, and the Italian Consulate in Mumbai have decided to create a one-of-a-kind prize. This prize is called the Volare Award. 4 months ago, and she had just recently arrived in India. And we had a very interesting conversation, and after about 10 minutes, I dared to ask her what she was doing in India. And she said, guess what, I'm the new Consul General of Italy over here. So I walked into that. She's very charming. We've had nice conversations. I think she's going to be even more charming as her stay increases in India. And she has promised me tonight that she will also wear a sari in the next 6 months. So her name is Stefania Constanza. Okay. So Sujata, my dear, you're there. Do you think that she could have a hand mic? A hand mic, yeah. She wants to walk.
I don't go. I'm not going to get.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Check.
Wonderful. Sorry, I'm not really very good with all this stuff here.
So that song is sung by Shweta. Shweta, beautifully sung. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I'm just going to go completely off script right now and tell you that song reminds me of my situation. I thought I was drowning. You don't know the story. Volare is very interesting. I'll say it anyway. It was very interesting because I happened to be in a boat going into the Blue Grotto in Capri. Capri, some of you have been to. Those of you who have been there, please raise your hands. There are so many of you. Yeah. The others who have not been there, please go because it's an absolutely amazing, amazing place. So I went there to spend about 2 weeks once in my life, as I normally do in Italy, and study the wines. There was no wine, but I got stuck in this very small boat going inside the Blue Grotto. And we could not come out because the waves were very high. So I said, okay, this is going to be interesting. And then those people who rowed the boats, like gondolas, they were amazing because just spontaneously they all started singing Volare. That I said, it could only happen in Italy, and especially in Capri. So that's a hint for Nakstri to go and write the next article on Capri. Thank you, Nakstri, for being here tonight. Love you. Okay, we're going to go ahead with the awards, the Volare Awards. Yeah, good. And with Visions of Capri. The first award is going to our dear friend, who's been very quiet tonight. He's from RK Films and Studios. He gets up. His name is Ranveer Kapoor. Shooting the first ever Hindi film in Italy, Sangam, 1964. Thank you, Ranveer. Can we have the award here on stage, please? He's not going to break tradition and say a few words. Thank you, Nadiv. You're a big sport. Careful as we go. Well done. Good. To my very dear friend, my very dear new friend, Ashish Singh, who does such an amazing job of running this company called Yashra Films. He's going to slim and trim, he's really lost the weight. But tonight, Hasino, which I absolutely loved, it was done way back in 2008. One of the most amazing romantic songs. Right, that is Ashish Singh. So, thank you, Ashish, for actually giving me one of the most amazing films that I've seen. But as you know, thank you. Round of applause for Ashish. Another very interesting story to tell you about my next guest, but before that, I'm to invite somebody on stage. It's Salvatore. Are you coming on stage? You want to come on stage? Okay, he's a rock star according to Stefania. For those of you who don't know Salvatore, I've known him for the last 20 years, and I can tell you, I have never actually met somebody from another country who's fallen in love with my country, which is India, as much as he has done. He's completely embraced our lives, our country, our culture, and he makes sure that he's actually made sure that the rest of his life is going to be here. The one and only, what's your name again? Salvatore, hello. Edit. Thank you. The next person is also going to listen to a little bit of a story from me because she was actually the first person who did an Italian dinner along with the Italian Consul General at that time, who, if I'm not mistaken, was Fabio Ruga, many years ago. And I had the most amazing conversation with her. She was a young lady. She had come from another city. She was coming into Mumbai, and we had this conversation. And she was so amazing in her maturity of saying things to me about her sincerity and about her ambition. And I think that has been the hallmark of this a very interesting and amazing human being. Her hallmark and I think her life is dictated by honesty. And honesty for me is, every time that I see her, is really what defines her. Apart from the huge superstar that she has become, it's my pleasure to invite on stage the one and only Deepika Padukone. She's done 2 films originally. Bachna, as we know, in 2011 Houseful. Please welcome Deepika on stage.
Want to speak on my behalf? No, I think just very quickly, thank you for this. I think I've always looked at cinema as, for me, cinema is like love. Like there's no language, I think films can be made in whatever language, but I can sit in a theatre or watch it on television and understand every emotion that a film is trying to convey. And love is exactly like that. There's no language. You feel it, you express it in whatever form, and you still feel it. And I think cinema has the power to bring the world together, and cinema has the power to bring people together. So thank you for recognizing that, and looking forward to a wonderful association moving forward as well. Thank you.
Can I just say, I would really like a round of applause for Deepika, because she went out there in public and she talked about something which nobody has ever dared to talk about, which is what she talked about. I think she's helped millions of men and women to overcome what we call as the secret of depression. So thank you so much for that. Okay. My good friend, Sajid, is there. So may I please invite somebody who I think is such an amazing human being. Sajid, you really make everybody feel so comfortable and so wonderful around you. And so producing 2 films in Italy, Houseful and Come Up. Please put your hands together to welcome Sajid.
Sajid Nadiadwala, as everyone knows, he will not leave any stone unturned, because he will want the best.
तो पहली बार हुआ है कि जैसा मैं किसी ने शूटिंग की है, कभी कोई गया नहीं वहाँ शूटिंग करने, और हमें पूरा सपोर्ट था उस टाउन का.
So bang on.
Great moment, a moment where you've shot what 6 years. I know Saluto is a fantastic person, except he never has any budget ever. Please promise me this time he'll have his budget. So last 7 years, and this is icing on the cake. You all have been great hosts, great food, great location. great infrastructure, and then this award. Thank you, thank you.
I met another very delightful lady today who really impressed me when she was talking about her commitment and passion for Italy. She comes from one of my favorite parts of Tuscany, where I normally go and study wines. Her name is Stefania Ippoliti. Oh, that's right, President, Italian Film Commission. She heads it. Another gorgeous lady who heads all these lovely ladies. Please come onto the stage. Thank you for being here, and the final awards will go to someone who actually gave us a rock star when we were growing up in the late 60s we were growing up in the late 60s. Some of you were with me when we were growing up in the late 60s. I know Jackie was growing up with me. He's disappeared. Jackie Schroff. Still there. Okay, you were growing up in the 70s. Okay, thank you. But Jackie, thank you for being here tonight. I have to acknowledge you in some way, and I love you for the way you are. You're amazing. You consider to be amazing. Thank you so much. You always like to be in the shadows. You want to say something? Okay, thank you, Jackie, for your contribution. Well done. Next year we'll try another word. Imtiaz Ali actually brought what we went through in the 60s and 70s when we didn't really have rock music. We used to have rock bands. And it was interesting for me when I was watching his film to see how India has actually taken or has kind of got its own rock stars when we grew up listening to the Beatles and David Bowie for me, still in era. For rock star, Verona. I've actually never met him before, so I'm going to ask him a question. I'm going to ask him, which rock star did you follow or did you like when you were growing up?
Good evening. Hello. I'm not so sure that I am fully grown up. I think Jackie Dada and I are still in the process of growing up. But in the little bit of growing up that I have managed to do, the rock star that I have most been influenced by and admired, it's our privilege that he's present over here actually, and I've had the privilege of working with him as well, and you shall see him soon on stage. His name is Rahman. And for all the compliments that you were showering upon me about introducing rock music, etc., I think he's the one to blame. And I thank him for that. And also to say that it was a huge pleasure to shoot in Italy. It's a pleasure to go there at any point of time. And I remember we had landed up from Prague without any preparation, and we were thrown in with a lot of creative artists and enthusiastic crew members with no time to prepare and just to go into shoot. And we soon realized that that's the best way to work with Italians. And there are so many things in common between us. We tell tall tales, and if you tie our hands, we can't talk. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Yes, but he actually, thank you, Imtiaz, for that. He just gave me a lead to introduce the man who completely, until he came onto the scene, I wasn't really listening to much of Bollywood. I was busy playing all the rock music that I knew and starting India's first ever FM rock station with some of you, a radio station that I did way back in 1992. But I had the pleasure of introducing the music of A.R. Rahman. In those days, he was quiet, and he still is. He sometimes smiles, and tonight, as he gives the award, I'm looking forward to one of his wonderful smiles. And by the way, he's not just a composer, he's not a musician, only just a musician, he's not just a composer. He's just such an accomplished musician, and he sings. And he doesn't do auto-tune. So that, I think, is great in my book. So, Deepika's laughing because does he do auto-tune? He does. No, he doesn't. Okay. A.R. Rahman for having shot the first cinematic VR in India, in Italy, in 2017. Please welcome the one and only A.R. Rahman on the stage. Thank you for coming here.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Yes, for those very, very kind words. I don't know whether I deserve all that. The reason why they gave me this is for shooting my first VR movie in Rome. The reason why I went to Rome is because I don't want to get intimidated in India shooting my first movie. So I wanted to escape to some place where it's very picturesque and people are warm. And anywhere you keep the 360 camera, it's beautiful. So I didn't have much production work on that. It's an easy job, and it's been a great, when you put those glasses and you watch the scenes on 3D, you never get bored. And I hope you guys watch it, so it's Claire Musk. Thank you so much.
And may I request all our awardees to please come back onto the stage. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Please come on back onto the stage. We won't take too much of your time. Ravi, please.
That was a special report by WELLKNOWNZ. See you again.